Bosses talking. Bosses start somewhere. Hello and welcome back to Bosses Start Somewhere. It's your girl Riley Brookstith, and I am here at the Greater Los Angeles African American Chamber of Commerce, sitting with the president, the amazing Angela Gibson. Angela, how are you?
I'm fine, Riley. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. I'm so excited to be here. I want to jump into your background. I want to jump into GLAAACC, but let's start with GLAAACC. If you can, tell me a little bit about GLAAACC. How would you describe the organization?
Okay, so GLAAACC is a membership business association, and our mission is the growth and development of Black-owned businesses. And it really is part of a holistic approach to the African American community. We believe that Black-owned businesses will employ more people in the community. We believe it will be an option for young people to become entrepreneurs. And so we're here to just strengthen and uplift the entire African American community.
Amazing. And you run your own company?
And so I also have my own firm, AG&T Associates, which is a boutique community relations type firm.
Amazing, amazing. And how did that sort of begin? I know that you are a veteran of almost 35 years of experience.
Right, so working at AT&T for 35 years in the External Affairs Public Relations Department.
Amazing.
And so I just happened to have the opportunity and was blessed to be assigned to the African American community. And so during those 35 years, I was assigned to a number of chambers of commerce: the Compton Chamber of Commerce, the Linwood Chamber of Commerce, the Culver City, the Carson. And so I really took to seeing how a group of businesses really would move the needle on being able to remove barriers so that they were able to easier do business in their community. And they did that through workshops and seminars. They did that through advocacy. They did that through banding together and addressing other issues in their community. And I was really, really impressed with the entrepreneurial spirit because for 35 years I'm in corporate America.
Yeah.
So when I finally retired and was thinking about, instead of retiring, I'm going to rewire, not retire.
I love that.
And so what will I do? You know, what's my purpose now? Who am I? What's my give back?
Yeah.
Because I get to do that now. I get to choose what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And I really kept going back to that entrepreneurial thing. And so it was kind of like, I want to be one too.
Yeah.
And I think my training by working with all of those chambers of commerce really helped kind of give me a leg up on what to do, how to do it, getting registered. You know, having a business is that I really see now is not easy, but it's really fulfilling though.
It is. And so how did you sort of run into this chamber? Did you?
So GLAAACC actually was one of the chambers that I was assigned to, and I sat on the board for about 10 years.
Wow.
Before I left AT&T. And then it just so happened that some staff was leaving from GLAAACC.
Wow.
And so the chairman, Gene Hill, asked me to come on as AG&T Associates and help onboard new staff for GLAAACC. And so I've just been here ever since. So I've been associated with GLAAACC on the board as a board of director or as a president for at least the past 15 years.
Amazing. And would you say you love this more than you loved corporate America? What would you say the difference is for those who are in corporate America?
The difference for me, of course, is the freedom.
Okay.
One thing I like about being on my own, an entrepreneur, is never again will I have hanging over my head that, they're going to be having layoffs, or somebody got that promotion or that raise and it should have been you. So it's those kinds of isms, I guess, if you will, that I won't have to worry about anymore, which is such a relief.
Yeah. So what's coming up with GLAAACC that you're so excited about? I know I had spoken to Chanel and Naomi, and they were, talking about the Women in C-Suites, which you guys have. I believe you're going into your second year.
Correct, yes. So we have lots of fabulous programs and workshops that we produce here for our membership, our members and our sponsors, our associates and our friends. Lots of folks, hundreds and thousands of people that are really rooting for GLAAACC to do well because we do good. Right now, 2019, unprecedented amount of economic development growth that's going on in especially the urban Los Angeles area. There's a $14 billion renovation taking place at LAX. They're putting in the People Mover. They're consolidating all of their rental car agencies, and they're really redoing some of the runways there. And so that's $14 billion, and LAX is led, the CEO is an African-American female. So there are hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars of opportunities over there For small and large businesses, our focus is small, for us to participate somewhere in the design, build, finance, operation, and maintenance of that project. And so whether we serve in construction or a consultant, whether we are security guards or operating janitorial services, we're really making sure that there's opportunity for us over there. Then you go down the street, and of course there's that $5 billion little Los Angeles stadium that's located in Inglewood.
Right.
And so again, the mayor, African American, has ensured and has given the construction folks a goal of, they're going to use the small businesses from the community, and they're going to hire the small businesses from the community. So again, we have an opportunity to get our members ready, our small African American members ready to participate in somewhere in the build, design, operation, or maintenance of that location. Of course, soon across the street will be the Clippers Arena. But let's go down Figueroa to the George Lucas Museum. That's being built, another $1 billion edifice that's being built. George Lucas, his wife, an African American, is overseeing the structure of that. So again, we're plugged in, making sure that we have opportunities to help build, operate, or maintain it. And that just is going on and on and on throughout the whole city of Los Angeles, because we're getting ready for the 2028 Olympics. So let's kind of back into how we get there. And it's as we update all of these structures, as we build new structures, the utilities, they also have to upgrade their infrastructure. Southern California Edison, SoCal Gas, AT&T, Spectrum, Verizon, they've got to get their infrastructures ready for this influx of folks and commerce that's coming through. So again, we have opportunity. So that's one place where we play, is making sure that we have opportunity. Then the other place that GLAAACC is really, really critical in its support is the advocacy piece, because without it being law, we're not going to be able to get in that door.
Right.
So what we're doing is sitting on commissions and committees at the local, state, and federal level to ensure that there are policies in place on the books that is really law. It's one thing to say, we're going to practice making sure everybody has a chance. No, we're going to put in law. That's a law that everybody has a chance. And so that's how we really get our members onto those projects. It's one thing to say, we're going to make a good faith effort for y'all to get in it, but we want to make sure that that it's on the books, that it's a law, and that really is one of the strengths of GLAAACC, especially our chairman, Gene Hale.
It's amazing. So many benefits. What would you say, how would you approach adversity if you're a small business and you're looking to, create awareness for your business? What could GLAAACC sort of offer a small business owner, entrepreneur?
So I think coming in as a small business entrepreneur, there's a couple of things that you want to do. I think first you've got to have your stuff in order. For sure. And so we have a lot of workshops and seminars around that. You've got to be certified. Do you have a business plan? We can help you with that. Do you have a marketing plan, a succession plan? Do you have a relationship with your bank? Do you have a relationship with your banker? Do you have access to capital? Do you know where to get that from? Are you certified? Those are some of the kinds of things in terms of having your house in order. You've got to have your house in order before as you take off.
Love that.
Because you can start making widgets from your bedroom. That's one thing.
For sure.
But when you get ready to partner with the Amazons of the world, or when you get ready to really take your business to the next level, you've got to have your infrastructure in place. I think another critical thing here, the name, the African American Chamber of Commerce, that's a mindset too then as well.
Absolutely.
And so we also want to wrap our arms around our members in terms of your pride and, just stepping into your destiny and your future, being confident in who you are as a business.
Do you have a lot of young businesses here at GLAAACC, or?
We do have a lot of young startup businesses.
And entrepreneurs as well.
And more and more corporate America, as corporate America lays off folk.
For sure.
As folk can't get ahead in corporate America. Also, I understand as transportation or daycare has an impact with you being able to show up to a job at a brick and mortar somewhere every day. Lots of people are just deciding, I'm going to go into business for myself.
Right.
I can do it right here from the comforts of my home, whatever it might be. And so we have a lot of people that are in the beginning stages of having their business. And so that's why we have so many workshops on having your infrastructure in order.
Absolutely. As a business owner yourself, what would you say is outside of having, your infrastructure in order, what would you say is the second most important thing for an entrepreneur to focus on when they're facing adversity with their business?
I'm sure, there's going to be a lot of competition. So I created a business that I would do community relations, stakeholder engagement, managing messages for businesses, corporations, and people. There are hundreds of folks out there that do that same thing. And so another thing that we teach our businesses to do is to think about how you will differentiate yourself from your competition. What is it that you will deliver that other folk won't or can't or haven't thought about? And so it's kind of finding your niche. You're always read about stay in your lane. So it's kind of like finding your niche, whatever it is that you're good at. Stay there, stay in that. And so, again, our chairman always talks about, don't sell barbecue one day and tires the next day. In an effort to be the all entrepreneur, trying to get all the money. Find your lane, differentiate yourself, educate yourself in that space, and stay there and grind on that. And that's how you're going to get, to the next level.
Wouldn't you say that's the most challenging part, though, is sort of staying there and grinding on that part, and you face those hardships or you lose some money? I mean, it's so hard for small businesses, especially startups, to stay confident in business, Right. And I think GLAAACC is such a great place because you guys sort of wrap your arms around those startups and create the space for them to stay confident.
Right. I think for me, and I've also seen that with some of the members, it really is an opportunity to do something else.
Yeah.
Like this really isn't working, even though this may be your lane and you've invested a lot of time in it. You're going to have ebbs and flows in your business.
Yeah.
And so I've even experienced that myself. I've had an opportunity to do something else. And I almost went there and was going down that path. And then I felt like, wow, this is hard because it's not my lane.
I love that you said that because this is a trending topic right now. Sort of being in the flow and alignment. I feel that your business shouldn't be hard. Everything is challenging, right?
Right.
But when you're in the flow and when you're in alignment, you can face those challenges with a different attitude.
Right. That's what they talk about when they talk about that mindfulness.
Yes.
And then that was also the part of one of the things that I decided that after I left corporate America, whatever I did, it wasn't going to be hard. It wasn't going to be something that I didn't want to do. And so, to have that antenna, that whatever road you go down or whatever prospect you're hunting, when you feel that antenna, when it's really hard, you're not in your lane.
Yeah.
This isn't what you do.
Yeah.
But you've got to decide what it is that you do.
Right.
And so we talked to the members. We talked to some students, also our Ed Fund students that we talked to. What is it that you do and you look up and you've been doing it and a day has passed? Or it's something that you embark upon and you really love how you slayed it. That's your lane. That's
Absolutely.
your lane. Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So inspiring. So, Angela, what's coming up for GLAAACC that you are the most excited about?
So what comes up for GLAAACC every year is our annual gala.
Absolutely. It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
So mad I missed it this year.
Oh, yeah, so make sure you're there.
I will be there this year.
This year?
Yes.
Next year is when we have it
exactly.
in April of 2019. Yeah. So what we'll be doing is we honor some fabulous, fabulous folks that contribute to our cause that have done that throughout the year. And it's so interesting because we also all find folks that you'd never even think were doing some awesome things in some awesome spaces. I don't have a list with me, but there's some fabulous. There's a sister that's running an architectural firm. It's got a great project going on. There's a brother that is in the economic development space doing just killing it. These guys are kind of off the radar. They're not celebrities, but they are slaying in their lane, I'm telling you. And so then we also honor a lot of the corporations that support our programs, our small business members. We also have our programs, our Business Evolution program.
Amazing.
Where we choose one of our small businesses and we mentor them with large businesses to take them to the next level. So we kind of just showcase them and get an overview and an update on how well they've done.
Don't you love that?
Oh, absolutely.
Just watching the growth?
Yes, right.
That's got to be so inspiring coming from 35 years at AT&T.
It is.
I mean, that's
right.
amazing.
Yeah, because this is not easy stuff here.
No.
This is hard work, but again, like you said, the feeling of slaying it when you're in your lane and the feeling that you get from that.
Wow, Angela, you've laid us with so much information. Let's wrap it up and end this conversation with, what is some wisdom just outside of all of this business conversation? How could you leave our young business owners, entrepreneurs, students, those who are just looking for inspiration? What would you say to them?
Sure. So I read a lot of self-development books, and there's a guy, Zig Ziglar, and his statement is, and I really like it: you can get everything in life you want if you'll just help other people get what they want.
Wow.
And so that really is the spirit of abundance.
Yes.
And that's that whole karma and coming back to you, and that's the universe answering you. But first, you've got to give and put it out there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So amazing. Such a great conversation. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so glad you came.
And thank you for
waiting
having me.
on you.
I know. I'm so excited. So for those of you who don't know, you can find out any information in regards to GLAAACC at GLAAACC.org. You can look at their calendar, see all of their events, and if you want to become a member, Chanel and Naomi talked a lot about becoming a member at GLAAACC, so listen to that last episode in reference to becoming a member and joining. Thank you so much again, Angela. It's a pleasure.
My pleasure.
And thank you guys for tuning in to Bosses Start Somewhere. It's your girl, Riley Brixton, tuning out. Bosses Start Somewhere.